So should we go up and do some header walls?
Shall we progress?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So our next system that we're going to deal with here, HW-D, that's our header wall. Dynamic means, D means dynamic, 0043. So this is going to be good for a 1, 2, 3, or 4 hour wall as well. This is going to give us a class 2 movement of 40 to 50% compression or extension there. And then we are dealing with this fluted deck scenario, yeah?
Correct.
What could you tell me about this? We usually have some concrete on top, so we got this floor, we have the wall built up to it, so we have these huge voids. So it looks like we already have something in there, right, Eddie?
Yep, you started stuffing with some flute filler that is pre-manufactured.
So we have these long strips, I'll give you that, maybe you could finish filling those voids there. So we have these pre-cut in the shape, this little trapezoidal shape for our fluted deck, and we also have them pre-cut for the wall size. We want that mineral wool to line up with the gypsum wall board, right, Eddie?
Correct.
All right, but then there's that little void there between the top of the gyp and the bottom of the floor. What do we do there?
We have another piece of filler for that, John.
Yeah, okay. So some people maybe skip this step, but you can't skip this step. We actually need to have this in here, and we're gonna go ahead and time this. So we're gonna put a timer up on the screen, and we're gonna show you how long it takes to get this little piece of mineral wool strip in there. So let's go ahead and read through this system. So the wall type again, we have 1, 2, 3, or 4 hour wall. We're dealing with a 1 hour wall here. We have the fluted deck scenario. So when we go all the way down to our joint system, we see that the maximum separation between the bottom of the floor and the roof deck is 2.5 inches. So we have that there. Eddie's go ahead and put in the forming material of a nominal 4-pound density mineral wool cut into the shape and packed into those flutes. And then furthermore down, we have some pre-cut mineral wool to put in the top of that, top of the gypsum wall board and below there. So now we have a nice smooth surface, and then we're going to be able to just apply the spray. Going down to 4C, we're going to do a 1/16 inch dry or 1/8 inch wet thickness with a 1/2 inch overlap on the floor and the wall.
Okay, our gun is already primed. What we need to do is set the pressure on it. We're getting a buildup of what we call fishtailing. The pattern's a little heavier on the top and on the bottom, so what we're going to do is we're going to increase the pressure. Jay, would you mind increasing the pressure of that gun for me? Good?
Yeah.
All right, and then the pattern closes up. And we're getting a more even spray. All right. All right, John, now what's the requirements here? What are we supposed to be doing?
So it's 1/8 thick and a 1/2 inch overlap minimum on the wall and the floor above.
Okay, we got our little gauge. We'll confirm that. And we are there, John.
All right.
Would you like to switch gears, switch to the other side yet, or?
Yeah, sure. We're not gonna. We'll spray the whole thing when it's
yeah,
done.
we'll get that. We'll give it
perfect. So let me step back into the frame here, then, guys. All right. So we're gonna continue with a different system here. We obviously could keep the same system all the way across, but we wanted to demonstrate another product that we have that's good for not only movement, but also it'll save you time on the installation of this little piece here. So we're gonna move to HW-D-0043. And as we see here, this is for class 2 and 3 movement, which will give us 100% compression and extension. So let's flip-flop here.
Okay.
I'll let you go over here. This is, again, the same scenario, our fluted deck and our gypsum wall of 1 or 2 hours for this particular system. And then Eddie's gonna install our joint profile, so we'll put another timer up on the screen and we'll compare it to how long it took him to install the mineral wool from our previous system.
You have it.
So this is that forming material. We have our pre-cut flute fillers in the flutes there, And now this forming material is what we call our SpeedFlex joint profile. So not only is it better for movement, but as you see, it's also speedier, right? So now we're gonna, the same install of the spray for this system is the same as here. We're gonna do 1/8 wet thickness with a 1/2 inch overlap on your floor and your wall.
We get a little lower.
All right, Eddie, looks good. So now we have WWS-0051 married in with HW-D-0043 and HW-D-0363. And the joint systems are in the books.
Good job, John.
Good job, Eddie. In the meantime, for more information, please visit www.stifirestop.com.